The federal government has given the 17 successor companies created out of the Power Holding Company of Nigeria a 6-month deadline to provide Nigerians with steady power.
The June deadline was handed down yesterday by the Minister of Power, Professor Chinedu Nebo, at the inauguration of a new board of the Transmission Company of Nigeria.
Electricity Distribution Company to you.
Last year, the federal government formally gave up the ownership of 15 companies created out of the Power Holding Company of Nigeria. This is seen as a significant step to increase the generation capacity and expand the capacity of transmission and distribution network. The Minister of Power said substantial investments have been made in the nation's power sector and Nigerians must begin to experience the benefit of the process.
Mr. President has given his word. No alibis, no excuses will be accepted or acceptable. We must make sure that there is drastically improved power supply by the middle of this year.
However, there are issues with the contractual agreement with Manitoba Hydro, the firm contracted to manage the transmission system in the power sector.
PHCN was unbundled. The TCN should be unbundled, where we can have the market operator, where we can have the system operator, and where we can have the TCN. And Honorable Minister, let me tell you, our result from the National Assembly is that if the chairman is not giving powers, and indeed probably executive powers, because I've not looked at his schedule, then I'm sure that we're having problems. If there are legal impediments existing that makes the chairman or the board not to have the driving force, and even when they have the driving force, the capacity to do so is there, the willingness is there, but there are other issues. I'm afraid we may have to resolve those issues along the line. Because if it's a contract of adhesion which makes one party unduly favored or it tilts towards a direction, you are giving the other party an unfair and unbalanced position to stand on.
I am, however, pleased to note that the board, under the leadership of the immediate past chairman, has so far reviewed the schedule of delegated authority earlier issued to Manitoba Hydro International, MHI, the managing contractors for the utility company, TCN. It is therefore expected that the concerns of the Nigerian public regarding the overhyped powers of MHI would now be an issue of the past.
Indeed, privatization of electricity supply in the country no doubt comes with challenges which will ultimately determine the success of the government reform program.